Hey everybody, it's Dawn Colicchio from Remax Diamond Realtors right here in Central New Jersey. Did you know that if you are moving, there are 7 essential boxes that you should pack and never put them on the moving truck? Always take them in your personal vehicle with you. Today I'm going to go over those 7 boxes and I'm going to tell you why, so stay with me. So the first box that you do not want to put on your truck and have in your car with you is your toolbox. Because let's face it, when you get there, you never know what's going to happen. It's always nice to have a handy dandy screwdriver. I like this one in particular because it has all the different bits in it. So if you need a Phillips head or a flathead, it's all right here. The other thing is your handy dandy measuring tape. Never know when you're going to want to measure something. You might actually need to measure the opening of a door to see if you're going to have to disassemble some furniture to actually get it in the house. So for me, number 1 is your toolbox. Number 2 is what I call a parts box. Yes, you heard me, a parts box. Now listen, when you are packing and you are taking things apart, you're taking apart your bed frame. Okay, so now you have nuts and bolts and screws and you have to put them someplace. So now we have a parts box. You also disassemble your computer and your printer and you want to make sure all those cords go into the box. The only thing is you want to make sure that you label everything. So you get these little baggies and you label them. So master bed frame for your bed frame. And all the nuts and bolts go in here, and that goes in your parts box. So this way, when the bed frame is in the bedroom and you need to put it together to get some sleep that night, all you have to do is go into your handy dandy parts box and everything is labeled clearly. You can grab it, you got your toolbox, and you can assemble your bed so that you can sleep that night. So the parts box is also number 2, very important. Number 3, which is my least favorite box, but is certainly essential, is your cleaning supply box. Okay, so you're moving into your new house, you get in there, and of course, the first thing that you want to do before you even bring in anything is scrub the toilet, wipe down the countertops, mop the floors. You want to give it a really good once over because let's face it, somebody else's dirt, it's not your dirt, it's different. You want to make sure you give it a good scrubbing. So you want the Windex, a broom, a little dustpan, so that you can make everything nice and sparkly before you start moving all of your stuff into the house. Number 4 is a first aid kit. Yes, I went there. Hey, listen, when you are moving and you are lifting things and you are trying to assemble things, it's bound to happen. Somebody might cut themselves or get hurt. And after all this traveling and packing and unpacking, you might just need the Tylenol, Band-Aids, A&D ointment. Like I said, you just want a first aid kit there. So in case there are any mishaps, you are prepared and you have what you need. Number 5 is kind of like a box, more of a cooler. I like to always have snacks on hand, some granola bars, bottles of water, soda, some iced tea, some things to snack on because you know that once you're knee deep in bringing boxes in and setting up your stuff, that you're not going to want to stop for a full course meal, but you need something to get rid of that headache or that growling in your stomach just to hold you over until you can order pizza. So definitely a cooler with some essentials, especially if you have children, you know how hungry they get. So you have to have some snacks for them, pretzels, just things to keep them busy and keep their little tummies full until you get around to ordering some fast food. Moving on to number 6, kitchen supplies. Now, you know that when you guys finally hit that brick wall and you're like, okay, listen, the granola bars aren't doing it anymore. We need to get some pizza. We need to order 5 pies and get everybody in here. You are going to need paper plates, plastic forks, plastic knives, paper cups, some salt and pepper, all those essentials for the kitchen, napkins that you're going to need just to get through so that you can certainly eat something and have a paper plate and a napkin and something to actually rest your sandwich on if you're having subs. So that's the kitchen essential box. That's a must-have also. Now, lastly, number 7, might be a little over the top for some of you. You might think not really necessary, Dawn, but I also think it comes into play. Are you moving one town over or are you moving one state over? A little bit of a difference there, but I always like to throw this on and throw this in my car anyway. An overnight bag for everybody. Change of clothes, pajamas, toothbrush, any medicine that some of you might be on that you have to take daily. I think it really comes into play more so if you're moving out of state and God forbid the moving van, breaks down and they don't get there and you need to put the kids to bed. You want to have pajamas, toothbrush, toothpaste, all your essentials. And like I said, especially medicine. If you or your husband or your kids or any family members take medicine and need to take that medicine, you want to make sure you have that packed in your car with you so it's always with you. Now, obviously, if you are packing your own U-Haul and you are going to be driving yourself and all your stuff, it's going to be with you. That's when the rule of last on, first off comes into play. That's when you want to make sure that all of these 7 boxes are the last ones to go onto the truck so that they can be the first ones to come off so that if you need them, they are not buried behind the family room love seat sectional 25 feet at the back of the truck. You want to make sure that you follow that rule last on so it can be first off. Hey, listen, I hope that this video was helpful. Do me a favor. If I left anything out that you can think of, comment below because I think it would really be helpful to my subscribers. And if you can, subscribe to my channel. I'm here every Wednesday and I would love for you to join me. Take care.